Hello, everybody. My guest this morning is Heidi Yu. She is the founder and CEO of Boostinsider, one of the Valley's hottest startups that focuses on using advanced technology to help brands boost on social through influencer marketing, including socialbook.io, social Sass, and many other platforms. She's a fashionable nerd and passionate businesswoman and a serial entrepreneur. She holds an MBA from Seattle University and is a well-connected real-life influencer. Heidi, are you ready to take us to the top?
Oh yes. Hi
Okay.
everyone. Hi, Ethan.
That was a mouthful. Okay, so tell us about the core business, Boostinsider. What does it do, and what's your revenue model? How do you make money?
Sure. So we have over 350,000 social media influencers data that cover 20 billion fans over the world. So we have the socialbook.io, which is more like a search platform that people can go there to find out who are their influencers or what brands they are using, what type of influencers, and also how to work with those influencers.
Okay, and what's your model? Are brands paying to get influencers, or influencers pay you to be in the marketplace, or what?
Sure. So actually, we're not the marketplace for social book. It's a place where company go there or individual anybody can use that social book to check out. For example, if I like PewDiePie as a YouTuber, I want to know PewDiePie's value, like how much I should pay PewDiePie to do a video for me, and
Okay.
also PewDiePie's demographic. Are they all guys or girls? Where do they from? What's their interests? And how old are they? Also, for PewDiePie's experience, what are the brands has worked with before, and what's the performance? So,
So brands are paying. Is it a SaaS model?
yes.
Okay. What do brands pay on average a month? Would you say for your platform?
So it's really simple. It's easily to start with $5 per profile. So if I'm just an individual person, I just want to know PewDiePie, I pay $5. But for brands and advertising agency or MCN, if they need more, we definitely have the more customized package for them.
So what would you say if you looked across all your customers, the average pays? Is it on the lower end at five per month, or 5 grand per month, or more?
We have both. Actually, we have both.
Yeah, but
We have
Heidi? What's the average?
uh, so right now we have several $100 per month as a subscription. That's the most popular one.
Got it. Can we? What is that? Like $300, something like that?
Around 500.
$500. Okay, that's the most popular one. And then you said in the intro that one of the hottest Silicon Valley startups. It sounds very hypey. Bring us back down to earth here. Why are you the hottest?
Oh yes. So as influencer marketing is really trending and it's very competitive.
Come on, Heidi, you better make this good. Why are you the hottest?
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, let's talk about technology. So we process all the online data from text, photos, and videos as a big data deep learning algorithm to make sure, for example, if PewDiePie has a lot of followers and one of the followers posts anything on his social media, we will process all that from like photo, the facial, the photo, and also the text to find out who is this person all over all the data from everywhere from the internet to make sure where this person is and who this person represents. And so we know all that 60 million followers of PewDiePie, that demographic look like.
Okay, interesting. So how much have you? I assume you've raised if you're in the valley.
We raised more than 3 million so far.
Okay, you've raised about 3 million. And what year did you launch the company in?
Late of 2014, so we're 3 years old now.
2014. And what's the team size to date?
Over 20.
20 folks, all based in the valley, or are you spread out?
Yeah, we have people over here. We also have branch in China.
Okay, so Silicon Valley and China. How many in China?
We around 5 right now.
Oh, five. Okay, good. And then what have you grown to in terms of total customers using you?
What's the question?
How many customers have you grown to?
Okay, so for social SaaS, we have over thousands already. Also, we have social hours. Social hours is another one. We also have hundreds of those customers too. We also run our agency. So agency-wise, right now we deal with big brands, especially helping international brands come into the U.S. market, such as Alibaba and Tencent.
Okay, if we just focus though on the SaaS product, you've got 1,000 folks on that.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I mean, so can I take 1,000 times a $500 ARPU and get
Oh,
out?
that's a good math. I like that. But remember, we also have $5 customers.
Well, but that's why I asked an average. So you're doing less than 500 grand per month right now?
So we're aiming at 10 million for the next year, so 2018. So we just launched our SaaS for right now.
So by December 2018, you want to hit a $10 million run rate. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you at today? I know you just launched, but what are you at today?
Let's see. So we launched our social book, and we're adjusting price right now. Let's see, monthly over 50K, maybe more than 50K right now.
Okay, we're talking here in December of 2017. Now,
Yep.
now you have multiple different lines of business. So that's just the SaaS product. On your other products, or how much revenue does your SaaS product make up out of all the revenue you make each month?
So the SaaS model just started. So this is really low right now for this moment.
My point is, though, you mentioned you have 2 or 3 other lines of business, the advertising and the agency. So if you look at all the revenue you did over the last 30 days, what percentage was just coming from the SaaS model versus those other 2 channels?
Let's see, SaaS model, probably less than 10% for now.
Oh, less than 10%. Okay, so that $5 grand, that 50 grand a month is less than 10% of your total revenue.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So you're doing more than 500 grand per month if you add up all your revenue streams. Is that accurate?
So let's talk about this is a very sharp question. So yes, the winter time we have a better peak season, especially for advertising industry. So we have social ads, which is another really cool stuff that we're making money on.
Okay, but that's not a SaaS model. That's probably you take a cut of spend, something like that.
Yeah.
What cut? Like 10%, 1%, 30%?
Usually we from 10 to 30 depends on the performance.
10 to 30%. Okay, and that business, I mean, how are you managing all the? You have 3 basically lines of business: the SaaS component, the advertising component, and the agency component. I mean, many people would say, "Oh my gosh, she's doing so many things. She's not focused." Yeah. How do you respond to that?
So SaaS model is really simple and easy. People just go there; they can do the work all themselves.
What's the URL?
Socialbook.io. Socialads.io is another one. So this one's really simple. People just go there to create the campaign. For example, you want to promote, if Alibaba wants to promote Alibaba.com, they just go there, put down the Alibaba.com, and they can also put down the tracking pixel. They have the tracking pixel. They can embed into Alibaba.com website, where could be the sign up page, could be checkout page. Then they can do the bidding. For example, they can bid on cost per click, for example, $1 from the US mobile. So they can do that. Or they can do 10 cents from somewhere else from the world. They can do that. So we send it out. So they can also target on the demographic. For example, they want people from 25 to 35, female. So they can do that. We will match those demands to the influencers who have that type of fans from everywhere, especially from Twitter and Tumblr. Those are the influencers love to get paid by clicks. It's easy to have the link embedded. So we send it out to those people, and they will check it out and think, "Oh, Alibaba looks cool, so I will help Alibaba to promote."
Got it.
So
you tie all your products together here. Yeah, that makes good sense. So let's just go a little bit down further on the SaaS product before I step back and learn more about your story. So on just the SaaS product, where you have 1,000 customers paying about $50 a month on average, so you're doing about 50 grand per month currently, hoping to grow that year over year. Obviously, next year you said you want to hit a $10 million run rate. Yeah, which would be 880 grand a month. Walk me through currently what churn looks like on that product.
Oh, that's a good question. So are you talking about social book?
Just on the SaaS product, social book. Where does churn?
Perfect. Okay, I don't have this number for now at this moment.
Have you lost any customers?
It's not really losing. So we have 2 models. We have pay as you go. We also have monthly subscription. So pay as you go, there's some people, they just buy pay as you go. They didn't use out all the credits. So I'm not saying they're churn yet, but they just didn't convert into the monthly subscriber yet.
Well, okay, so let me ask you a different question. How much was the last round of funding you did?
We did 1.8
Okay, and was that a priced round or a note?
price.
How did you determine a valuation when you're dealing with literally 4, 5, 6 different business models? You have SaaS, pay as you go, and advertising cut, right? And then kind of this influencer marketing model as well. How do you decide what the valuation is with all the different models?
So really, we're focusing our technology into the SaaS model. But however, why we also have the advertising agency stuff is really because the demand is over there. And I like to joke about when Airbnb just started, they also sell chips, right? So this is how we make living before our SaaS is really like spend investor money time to build the product while we're running our business. This is one. Second one is why people use SaaS. We have to experience that agency. So usually it's agency are using our SaaS. So if we don't have our own agency, we don't know the pain. So we have to suffering all that to make these things really perfect for our own agency to use.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. But at what point do you say, okay, I understand it. We get the pain. We're going all in on the SaaS product. I mean, right now it sounds like it makes up less than 10% of your revenue. So it's about 50 grand a month. And only a small portion of those 1,000 customers are actually paying monthly. You said some of them are paying pay as you go.
Yeah. So we're still it's not really every day, but a lot of times we're changing our business, the pricing model a lot. For example, when we were just launched social book, we're charging people like $5 per 10 profile, and people tell us it's too cheap. We should increase the price. Then later we do unlimited, such as $3,000 per month, and definitely there's company tell us it's too expensive. So we're just still like getting in the water to test out where is really that sweet spot people will love to pay.
What are you paying right now to acquire a new customer on the SaaS platform?
So since we are doing influencer marketing, we don't really use other channel to promote our own SaaS.
Sure, but other things could come into your pay model. You probably have salespeople, their salaries. You probably pay influencers to market for you. What's your fully weighted customer acquisition cost on the SaaS model?
That's a good question. I don't have it so far. I need to do my calculation since we just launched it now. But right now, where I go to conferences, people are more from the marketing industry or advertising agency to have the booth over there to show them how to use our social book and to get the feedback.
What do you spend on an average conference, would you say? Let's say a conference with 1,000 attendees. What do you spend?
Sometimes we get a free booth. Sometimes people invite me to be a speaker totally free. Sometimes could be $200. Sometimes could be $5,000 for the whole year.
Okay, to speak?
To have the booth or to speak, or it's a combination right now. So where we met is one conference we just have in San Francisco.
We were at the chairman's dinner, and Heidi is like talking the ear off with all of her energy, talking my partner's ear off who's sitting next to me. And,
oh my God.
And I go, she's a ball of fire. I got to have her on the show.
Oh my God. Yeah, definitely. So that one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so that's a good range of kind of how you're spending money right now. So a lot of these SaaS metrics, what you're telling me is it's too early to tell. You just don't know yet.
Don't know yet, but definitely I see the demand over there. We have tons of people register every day. Like even we didn't really around 50 to 100 sometimes. Depends if I go to the events. At the events will be more, but on every daily basis, hopefully after our podcast we have 1 million people register.
I'll make you very rich, and you give me 10%, right?
We have our referral program going on. We will have it done later. So I believe in you.
All right, Heidi, good stuff here. Let's wrap up with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
Oh my God, this is a good one. You know what? I read all Donald Trump's business book 10 years ago.
The Art of the Deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like Donald Trump?
As a business person, I think he's a very successful business person.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
Oh my God, so many.
Pick one.
I like Jack Ma so much.
He's great. Yeah. Number 3, besides your own, what's your favorite online tool?
Online tool. Oh, let's see. I like WeChat. I also like WeChat is chain stuff. I also actually to be stuff really I like a lot is what is that? Intercom?
Intercom, yep. Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Oh man. 4 to 6, depends on the days.
Okay, so we'll call it 5 on average. And what's your situation? Married, single, you have kids?
I have a 3-year-old.
Okay, 3-year-old and not married?
Can I not answer the question?
Yeah, you can skip that one. Okay, so you have one kiddo. He's 3 years old. And by the way, Heidi, just so you know, I asked that because I like to give people context on how you're dividing your time between home and family and work balance. So 1 kiddo, and do you mind me asking how old you are?
Can I keep this secret? Okay. Those are sharp questions.
That's okay. But if you listen to the show, by the way, you would know I ask these on every show. These are not like, I'm not surprising you. So the reason I asked that is because my next question is, so to take us back to your 20-year-old self, what do you wish that she knew?
Oh, man. If you don't need investment, don't raise it too early.
Do you regret taking that $3 million?
No, definitely help us a lot.
So why do you give that advice?
Pressure-wise is different, right? There's the board you have to report to. A lot of times you need to focus on your customers instead of the board.
Are you under pressure right now?
Every day I'm under pressure. Every day when I woke up, I will I will think about, today what should I do? There's anything I missed last night.
All right, there you guys have it from Heidi. Don't raise too early if you don't need it. She's launched Boostinsider, taking a very smart approach in that she has an agency to understand the pain point, is now launching a SaaS model, doing all in across all of her lines of business, about $500,000 per month in revenue. Just the SaaS model right now is up to about 50 grand in revenue, but that's split between pay-as-you-go customers and true SaaS customers. So we'll check in with her later to see how those metrics pan out since she just launched that. She's got a team of 20 people based between Silicon Valley and China and has raised $3 million so far. Heidi, thank you for taking us to the top.
Okay, thank you so much, Nathan.